Enter the Viper. Viper level 80 quest. This is the quest you have to do to unlock Viper. Let's go. You're an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of... Wait. Spot of bother? You're an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of bother over at the Weaver Guild, and we could use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper of all things. A Viper of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? A spot of bother?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Okay. It's at the Weaver's Guild. Let's head over there. What? He said spot of bother, so I wanted to give him a right accent for what he was talking about. That's all. That's how they talk. I worked on that accent. I've been to London. Everyone talks like that. Bottle of water? Are you from London? I went there and literally everyone sounds just like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Like, I met Preach, and that's what he sounds like, actually.
Let me ask you a question.
It sounds just like Preach.
And be honest.
Preach is like... I hate anime. I do not like to play any anime games, but I love Final Fantasy XIV. Stupid trash weeb game for weebs. I'm not a weeb, by the way, I swear. Oi, mate!
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Anyway, where's my honey yellow dye? He's gonna murder me. What I like about Final Fantasy is it gives me meaningful choices. I love having meaningful choices.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
He will actually murder me. He's not here right now, though. He went to bed, right? He's gone. He already ended his stream today, right? I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. Hola bola! Oh my god, kill me. It's time to exit Discord and not check it again for a year. Okay. We want to unlock Viper.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
We want to unlock Viper. Urandus, thanks for the 47-month resub. Good day to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rougher around the edges. Someone who's seen her fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey's worth hunting in these here parts? Look behind you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Dr. Adum, thanks for subbing. Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise, it's rabbit season. I don't understand why this fella's being so difficult. Oh wait, this is the main guy. All I'm asking for is the outfit I ordered, and the name of some critters worth killing. What? What's the problem here? Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Tyrol, a big old continent on the other side of the salt, west of here. Oh, Tyrol? You been there, I reckon? Then you might have seen others who wield the dual blades, or vipers, as we're traditionally known. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. Thing is, all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckon it was high time I got me a new getup, bespoke and all. Are you here for glam?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Fascinating, I'm sure, but why do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? Because how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code. How we Vipers do business. What? Bro, haven't you heard of money? It appears the Weaver's Guild doesn't need any fiends felled. That's so? So you're saying they want something else instead? Yeah. Why do you have to phrase it like that? Payment commensurate with the skill and materials required. In Gil, preferably. Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. This guy's an idiot. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you Vipers so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But, when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with the artisans and the like, which is to say I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums. You broke. You broke. So be it. If your only form of payment is the slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in Eastern Thanalan reports that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scalekin, never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum, and has been running rampant ever since. Scaly? Lot of heads. Alright, you got yourself a deal. What's this song? This is new. This is the Something Silly is Afoot song. Deal, considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain. You should count yourself lucky. Still, I'd hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favor of you, friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attends to the creature as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called Viper at work will be an enlightening experience. Okay.
I am ready for drops. Zepla comfy.
Cashqua. Pleasure to meet you. There's Keck W. It's just, I see his name, I just see Keck W. The creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you to begin there. Keck W. He is Keck W.
Thank you,
Yes, he
Optimus
is.
Prime.
He really is. He actually is. That's his personality from what I can see so far. He has no money. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what money is. Ba-ba-da-da. Okay. We need to go do the next part of the quest so I can get my Viper weapons. Caspian Nightward, thanks for the 26-month resub. La Juvie, thank you for the 4-month resub. Michael Connachtane, thank you for the 15-month resub. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for that. Oketra91, thanks for the 7 months. Pikek, thanks for subbing. Sophiaris, thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate y'all. We're all caught up? We're all caught up. I'm on top of it today. You didn't miss the pre-order. I think you can still pre-order till the 5th. Is that right? Can't you still?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Wow, look how beautiful though. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous, and flawless bunny boy. I love the face paint here. I got stun locked. I need to go to the quest location. Okay, the quest location.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
You won't have money till the 5th. Oh no! The game looks so much better. The game looks so much better. Everybody is hot. Everyone is sexy. Look at this guy. Look at this random Ellison. Looks amazing. Okay. Wait a minute. He has eyebrows?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
He has eyebrows. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? What's that look for? Let me guess. You want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction? Wow, his swords are cool. No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty.
Optimus Prime.
All we gotta do is track down the beast, which is a Viper's specialty. Okay. It went after traders carrying tailor's materials, bolts of cloth and whatnot. Don't sound none too tasty to me, so I'm guessing it's the merchants themselves the beast had its eye on. My character's so cute. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals. Scents carry on the wind. So you gotta consider the positions of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter's made its lair after you done all that. Man, I want the swords. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking too.
Thank you.
Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
This thing turns to look at him like, whoa, what? It didn't seem like it was bothering anyone, but apparently he ate the cloth.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he was eating cloth. So that's that. So, you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
It feels like a really bad attempt at flirting. This is someone who thinks they're being smooth, but they're not. I can see you like it. Don't act like you don't like having this. Yeah, you really like it. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Tyrol Vidral? What? Thought not. Well, they're a rare breed of beasts that wields all kinds of powers they got no right having.
Thank you,
A threat to
Optimus
every
Prime.
other living being that has the temerity to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Tyrol. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Tyrol Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. But us or you? You didn't give me a soul crystal yet. You know, I've met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. I just stood here, I didn't do anything, though. How can you tell? If you're interested, I can teach you
Optimus
on one
Prime.
condition. You'll help me hunt down a Tyral Vidral that's made its way to Eorzea. What do you say? I'll do anything for that soul crystal. Give me it. Give me it.
Thank
Ha!
you, Optimus
Hell of
Prime.
a thing to ask out of the blue, I know. Just think on it, son, will you? Why didn't I take it? What the? What?
Thank you, Optimus
My
Prime.
character's like, actually, I like Picto. Yeah. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's head on back to Ul'dah and tell the Weaver fella we're square. The journey will give you time to consider my offer. I can't believe I didn't accept right away. Give me... Why wouldn't I just take the soul crystal? Unbelievable. Yes, Dawn Trail hype. That's right, Ted Pear. Today's launch day. It's very hype day. I don't start my main story quest till Friday though, so no main story quest today. Don't worry. No main story from me today. We are doing Viper. We're unlocking Viper right now. I'm gonna go get my sword. Maybe she felt like that guy was coming on a little strong. You know? He was a little bit pushy. Okay. Keck W. I just gave our Weaver friend the good news, and he handed over this set of fancy duds as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So, about my offer. You ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that ever lived? I thought about it for 5 seconds, and now I want to. Mighty fine answer. I'll make a Viper of you. Just see if I don't. First order of business. Let me give you this here soul crystal. It contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times from one generation of Vipers to the next. It's like canned knowledge. Assuming you've got the knack for it, our skills can be yours too. I see my Genshin buns might get that reference. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fella took your measurements by eye or something. And the blades are a couple spares I had handy. Try it all on for size. Let me get a look at you while you're at it.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
You can get a look at me after I've changed. How about that? Not while I'm at it. After I did it. Okay. It was, Viper unlocked. Oh. Equip. Okay. Viper unlocked. Yeah. Oh my god, my outfit is cool.
Thank
This
you,
is
Optimus
not the
Prime.
gear he just gave me.
Woo, let's go.
This is definitely not what he just gave me, but it looks pretty sick. Holy shit. What did he actually give me, though? What's the Viper gear? Oh, I need to open the coffer, probably. Okay. Weathered snakebite gillette. Well, that looks not as good as what I had. Okay, but it's gonna be better. Okay, this is the actual gear. Oh, no! Do not reassign gear to Picto! New gear set. Whew. I mean, it also looks really cool, but doesn't look as cool as what I had. I need to go fix it. Viper sight. So this is our job gauge. Vipers engages enemies through the use of 3-step combos. The primary combos beginning with Steel Fangs or Dread Fangs. The third step can end with one of several. Okay, I don't need to read all this. I did this at the media tour. I played Viper a little bit at the media tour. And I'm pretty sure that I can just Pepega on this job. Man, I need to fix my glam though. Well, you sure look the part, but do you feel anything from the soul crystal? Well, do you? I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper. But the only way to know for sure is to put them new skills to the test. For that, we'll need prey. From what I hear, you adventurers have got your own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there will know the best spots for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Okay. Let's go to the Adventure Guild. Now, ooh. Bunny boy. That's good. That's good. Let's go to the Adventure Guild.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Am I missing Uncoiled Fury? Yeah, I didn't unlock it yet. But where did I have it on the Media Tour build? Oh, I put it here. I put it here. And I put Swiftskin's Den right there. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The Serpent's Ire, I think I also...
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
That needs to be here on the bar somewhere. Okay. Good call. Thanks. Beep, 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 beep. Can I slither to an NPC? No! That's annoying. You can't. If you're after deadly predators, try Spineless Basin. Lately, there have been sightings of heretofore unknown species, those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to cull them ended up meeting a sticky end. Let's take a look at this guy. Wow, this face looks a lot better.
Optimus Prime.
It looks a lot better, doesn't it? This looks like a new outfit, too. I don't recognize it. You got a lead already?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Maybe there is something to this whole asking around thing after all. Critters not from around these parts, you say? Either they got chased out of their usual habitat, or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for folks unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The hunting of Tural Vidral is a Viper's most important duty, but that doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. Bye. Hello. Hello there. Looking. These here adventurers ran into a whole gaggle of fiends we're after. They got pretty roughed up. But I saw their wounds already, don't you worry. Before we go say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon I ought to teach you about the Viper's dual blades. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Dural Vidral. Most of them are meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to Vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down bigger prey. Two blades, for the twin fangs of a Viper, to wield in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, the Viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after today ain't nowhere near as fearsome as the Tural Vidral, but they'll give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, I'm ready to learn how to play. Okay, I'm ready. The beasts we're chasing supposedly work in packs. My gut tells me there's a whole bunch of them over by that big old tree. Let's go. Let's go. Willie Sir Q, thanks for the 2-month resub.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Okay. This is the easy enemies. For practicing your skills, they'll do fine. I'll stay out of your way and give you a few pointers. Okay. I'm ready. tell me how to play the job, please?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Let's start with the basics. There are 2 stances, Dual Fang and Viper.
Thank
Dual
you,
Fang
Optimus Prime.
means 2 blades separate. Start by using either Steel Fangs or Dread Fangs, then press the attack. To finish the sequence, switch back to Viper and hit him with Death Rattle. When you use Dual Fang weapon skills, Steel Fang or Dread Fang, their icons will change to the next action in the combo. By performing a second, then a third attack in the combo, you will gain access to the Viper stance action, Death Rattle. If you have Serpent's Tail assigned to your hotbar, the icon will automatically change to Death Rattle when it becomes available. Okay.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
So, 1 is there's positionals. Are there positionals? This is, flank. But these guys don't have any positionals on them, actually. Okay, so then Death Rattle. What does Death Rattle do?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
It makes your swords 1 twin blade instead. They're still killing me. Okay. Move it over here. Wow, it looks awesome. Okay. Time to practice your dual fang techniques. Start with an opener, follow up with a second, and then pick one of the 4 finishers. Flank Sting Strike, Flank's Bane Fang,
Thank you, Optimus
Hind
Prime.
Sting Strike, or Hind's Bane Fang. Okay. As you can tell by the names, each finisher works best from a certain position, but don't worry about that for now. Just give them all a try. There's Flank Sting, Flank's Bane, Hind Sting, and Hind's Bane. Using a combo ender applies a bonus effect to the others. Then, using a second attack with the highlighted icon will give access to one of the enhanced combo enders. So we want to press the buttons that light up, right? That's not. Flank Sting Strike. Okay. Swift Skin Sting. You just press the button that light up. Yeah. That's it. That's that. I think we're good. Good work. Nice. That's working. I press a button that it says it to press, and I'm doing a good job. Hell yeah. Easy. The roar just now, almost like it was telling him to clear out. That big old bastard is waiting in the wings. Now it's in a tougher opposition. Was he controlling the others? Lucky for you, I got just the thing for dealing with lummoxes like them. Okay. Alright, for now, with Viper stance, when you combine your 2 blades into one to deliver powerful strikes. Perfect for tough opponents. Open with Dreadwinder, then transition with either Twin Fang Bite or Twin Blood Bite from Dual Fang stance.
Thank you, Optimus
What?
Prime.
Dreadwinder can be followed by Hunter's Coil or Swiftskin's Coil. Either of these secondary attacks allows the use of the Dual Fang stance. Weapon skills, Twin Fang Bite and Twin Blood Bite. This sounds confusing as hell. This sounds so confusing. Did y'all understand this when you went through this the first time? Because I felt like I understood it before, and now I don't. Okay, you want to start with Dreadwinder, he said. Why do I have this in my bar twice? He says I'm doing a good job. I've pressed the buttons that light up and it's working. Okay, the roaring's getting closer. Ba 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 beep 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 ping ping ping. I feel like this class is actually really complex, right? But adding push Chloe button made it simple for us mortals. Maybe so. I don't know what the optimization is gonna be like. This one ain't no pushover like the rest. Oh, really? Ooh, a song. Oh yeah, turn it up. Oh yeah. Show it what a Viper can do. Okay.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
This is AoE. I shouldn't be pressing that. This is the AoE buttons. Why am I pressing AoE buttons? We want to do these. Okay, this is a fun. He doesn't have any positionals actually. I'm pretty sure I know what to do. You just press these to keep your buffs up until you can do Dreadwinder. And that's it. You alternate between your buffs. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. Crap. Crap, I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press it. Shit. It's fine. It's actually fine. Yeah, this is easy as hell. I got it.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
So now we do... Oh, what's the OGCD? Oh, we need the OGCD. I'm failing on my OGCDs. That's it, my issue. Yeah, I need to put the OGCDs in a better spot. Oh, we got it. That's a GG. You can tell if an enemy has positionals if you look at the target circle under it and it's an unbroken circle. That means there's no positionals, so they don't actually require you to do positionals in this training part. Not bad, not bad at all. Those were just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the withdrawal we're up against. Drifter, thank you for subbing. Canicorn, thanks for subbing. Blowl Pet, thanks for subbing. Kraken, thanks for
Thank
sub.
you, Optimus Prime.
JIP Dog, thanks for the sub. Appreciate y'all. Wildy Orin, thanks for subbing. Since you proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the withdrawal we're up against.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Man, he thought I would be a liability up till this point. It's a new song. We call it
Thank you,
Ik Sok
Optimus Prime.
Smudgen. Ik Sok Smudgen. It's an offshoot of the Brax. a deadly jungle predator, and after a series of
Thank you,
mutations,
Optimus Prime.
this one has grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip and has a mean streak a mom wide. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising student set off to slay it. Facing it head on seemed like suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked too. Almost. What happened to your other student? We thought we had it
Thank you,
subdued.
Optimus
Made our
Prime.
approach to deliver the killing blow. That we'd underestimated the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before taking to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Wow, that sucks. We need a vengeance. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I traveled the length and breadth of Tyrol looking for that beast, with nothing to show for it but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day, I grew more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who'd crossed the salt on a trade ship from Ul'dah. They claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever Ixok Smudgeon is, I reckoned it had gone in search of new hunting
Thank you,
grounds,
Optimus
somewhere
Prime.
without an established threat
I was
like us
thinking about
Vipers.
you while watching MSQ. Every
Oh.
time Erinville's face came up, laughing face.
Nice. Lion Snowchild, thank you for the 31-month resub. Eggplant, thanks for subbing. Rampage, thanks for the sub. I bought passage on a ship and here I am. Cataplexus, thanks for the sub. Shadow Knight 7, thanks for your sub. Little did I know Eorzea would be damn near as big as Tyrol. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Or that I'm gonna need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? I'm going to Tyrol. Thanks. That means a lot. Let's get back to Ul'dah and see if we can't find some clues as to Ixok Smudgeon's whereabouts. Okay. Icky Socks. Icky Socks is the enemy. Oh, hey. Okay. Well, that's easy. Wow, that's cool. Looks awesome. Oh, oh man. Yeah. Look at it. That's badass. Okay. Man, I'm good at it. Beast stance emote. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, and you can walk around with the twin blade if you want. Yeah. You can have a twin blade if you want. Nice. That's pretty cool. What about V-pose? Looks amazing. I'm pretty thrilled. Not gonna lie. Okay, we need to talk to the Kek W in Ul'dah. Are the job... You think the job gauge for Viper and Picto are really huge? Yeah, they're pretty huge, but you can change it to simple mode if you do not like... default. That's simple mode. I like the big, like, the big one, so I keep it the way it is. I just think it looks neat. But you don't need it to be that giant. You can also change it, change the
Thank you,
size
Optimus Prime.
of anything in your HUD layout settings. You can make it smaller. I'm fine with it the way it is. As you saw at the Weavers Guild, chatting up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. I think you could ask the locals if they've spotted any strange creatures flying around. As for me, I'll study your technique. See if I can't brush up my social graces and whatnot. Okay. Conversation points. Oh, wow, he looks so neat. Conversation
Optimus
points.
Prime.
Hello, Rand. Flying beast? Why yes, of late we've had sightings of such a creature. More and more each day. We're looking into it ourselves, but there's been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a more detailed description. As such, I can't say if it's the same one you're after. It's definitely it. Like, what else would it be, you know? Discuss the hunt. When I was on this ship here, I heard about this hunt your local company seemed to be running. We got a system like that back in Tyrol too, mainly for dealing with the Tyrol withdrawal. Naturally, the bulk of the work was handled by Vipers, but ever since the Dawn Serpent came to power, the scope's been expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on jobs, and there's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Tyrol, maybe you ought to give it a try. Oh my god, I want to! I want to go and do that. This whole quest is just like hyping you up to go to Tyrol, you know? That's the whole point of it. Discuss the crowds. Whole lot of people here. We got cities on our own back in
Thank
Tyrol,
you,
but this is
Optimus
something
Prime.
else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally, you gotta live in this remote village in the mountains where you can learn all you can about the habits of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, so anytime you get to yourself, you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam where you please. There ain't many Tyrol withdrawal that need hunting, but they can spring up pretty much anywhere in Tyrol, so many say it's good to keep on the move. Me though, I chose to stick around, even after I finished my training. Gave me a
Zepla
chance
Q
to
heart,
work
Zepla Q
on my
heart,
swordsmanship.
Zepla Q heart.
Instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance. Who was your acquaintance that arranged your passage? So he only focused on his... Basically, when we were out partying, he was studying the blade. That's what he just told me.
Thank you, Optimus
So
Prime.
that's why he doesn't have good social skills. At all. Because he's been too busy studying the blade. I get it. Yeah. Oh, you finally got them out. That's great. I'm glad. What? A winged creature? Ah, well, I've only heard the rumors. They say it has a dozen faces, ringed with red, wriggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from his eyes. Wow.
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. And the trouble with rumors is that they grow ever more fanciful with each retelling. But it's all true. There's a laser beam from his eyes. Well, damned if I know how you did it. But you and your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. even if none of it amounted to a solid lead. The knowledge that Ixoxmajun hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet. It's a new song. Is a clue all in itself. I reckon it's taken its time to get the lie of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen a master at work. I'm gonna try my hand at talking to the locals. The best way is to learn by doing. Couldn't agree more. Besides, I faced meaner foes than a few tight-lipped city folk. And if I make a fool of myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And it just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell to keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. Yeah, you can sell herbs. I hear that you can make quite a lot of money doing that. Uh-oh. So those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlopers on the hunt for my next darling prize. What the? Little do they know, it's lost interest in Thanalan. Just as well. Its fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. What? What?
Thank you, Optimus Prime.
What? Who was that? I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while though, so come see me later. Okay, I'll see you later, Kakadabi. Bye. Okay, bye. Oh wait, I have a Viper quest to do. I never did my Viper quest. I just realized. I completely forgot. I didn't do it. It's level 83 one. Yeah. I can't believe I completely forgot. Look at all this XP wasted. Do you like Viper or Picto better? It's weird because I thought I liked Picto more. But then every time I'm about to do a dungeon, I want to play Viper. Because we've done a few dungeons and every time I'm like, well, I could either go Picto or Viper for this dungeon. And I'm picking Viper for the dungeons so far, so I guess I really like Viper. No, I do like Picto. I've been neglecting it a little. They're very different. They could not be more different. So it's kind of what you're in the mood for, you know what I mean? Like, Viper fast, Picto slowge. I like both a lot. It's kind of apples and oranges situation, what you're in the mood for. Yeah, if you get... It's like, Picto is the perfect break from Viper if you overdid Viper. And Viper is the perfect break from Picto, because they're polar opposites. Good to see you, Zepla. After a lot of asking around, I dug up some new leads on Ixoxmajun. Or at least I think I did. Wasn't easy, though. First, the only stories of interest were about Gradanian poachers dealing in so-called exotic meats. Juveniles. In other words, too young and too dead to be what we're after. That detour notwithstanding, there was a few other tidbits that might be useful. I got my own thoughts on the matter, but want to hear yours too. Much obliged. So here an adventurer came across a whole bunch of strikingly beautiful red feathers just outside of town. They ended up giving them to some kids who've been playing with them ever since. More to the point, there was talk of a huge beast with glowing blue eyes flying off towards a place called the Black Shroud. Red feathers, blue eyes, put the two together, sounds an awful lot like Ixoxmajun. Seems it's had enough of Thanalan and picked the Shroud as its new ground. It's a promising lead. I knew you'd agree. After the amount of mystery meat I had to sample just to squeeze information out of those butchers at the market. I'm glad it all paid off. As for our next move, I reckon we ought to take a airship to Gridania. Okay. I'm not taking an airship to Gridania. Are you crazy? Why would I do that? It's weird how not often characters use aetherites when it's such a prominent thing in cities. The whole city seems like it's built around an aetherite, and yet in the quests, it's rarely used as a normal mode of transportation, like in the story. I never really understood why. Yeah, it's strange. Especially when you first log into the game and you make a character. They're like, okay, the first place you need to visit to get your bearings is the aetherite. Meaning it's pretty important, right? But then people don't seem to use it. I don't know. How might I help? Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe in the lore it's very expensive. Maybe that's how it's explained. I'm after a Tyrol Vidral. I'm searching for this dangerous creature that's come over from another continent. He doesn't know what a Tyrol Vidral is. Yeah, maybe they didn't attune. That could be it. I see, as it happens, I'm aware of a beast that matches the description of this Ixoxmajun. There's no way I'm saying that right. Our scout spoke of its blue eyes and red wings and of its aggressive nature, leading it to attack any who dare approach. So it really is here in the Shroud, up to no good already. Thankfully, there have been no deaths so far, but it's only a matter of time before a merchant or adventurer becomes the first. I believe Ixoxmajun came here in search of new territory. Thanland wasn't to its liking, and now it's testing out the Shroud. It would appear so. I'll tell the other adders that you're pursuing the beast, and to lend what assistance they can. Yes, sir, the more the merrier. Slaying the bastard's what matters, and I ain't too proud to accept help when it's offered. In the South Shroud. Okay. Let's go get our help. Let's kill it. It's Machinations. I just realized this Machinations playing right now. I just realized this Machinations playing. Woo! Okay. I got pretty good at tuning it out. But ever since Dawn Trail, it started to be a thing that I noticed way more. You must be Keshqua and Zep. The Adder's Nest sent word to expect you both. I'm Goliath, the officer in charge of this operation. Wow, he looks pretty good. This is Innocent Stork, who's provided us with vital information. A merchant and her employee spotted the beast on the way back from Ul'dah. She's also taken the liberty of assembling a team of experts to assist in tracking the target. At no small expense, I might add, but compared to the losses my business would suffer were the creature allowed to roam free, I deemed it a worthy investment. As our goals are aligned, perhaps you wish to join my experts in the field? If so, you'll find them near Roots Lake. Okay. Man, they're already steps ahead of us. I'm looking at this row. It's pretty amazing how good of a job they did preserving the blockiness of the face with the graphics update, don't you think? This is pretty crazy how they managed to keep that. I'm impressed. Because the blockiness is what, that's the whole thing. That's what gives a character, a unique character to the Rogadin. They did really well. Woo! Fresh meat for the hunt, eh? Order came down to let you tag along. Don't get underfoot. We're looking for signs of the creature so our naturalist can predict its movements. We'll then lay traps where it's expected to appear. Got themselves a proper plan, don't they? Seeing as they're being so accommodating, we may as well join in the search. Oh, does he feel like he's left out of the hunt and this is his job, but they're taking care of everything? Yeah, because he came here to do the hunting, but they're better at it. Yeah, you've been excluded from the hunt that you came here to do. Signs of activity. It's poop. The dung appears to be that of an enormous beast. Judging by its dry appearance and muted odor, it was excreted some time ago. Oh. This thing is flying around, shitting over every zone. It's gross. It's huge poo-poos. Good thing it didn't fly over Olda or the city. It could poop right on somebody's head. This dog exudes a foul odor. The lingering warmth indicates it was recently deposited. What the? Gross. Gross. These creatures bear the marks of enormous claws on their hindquarters, suggesting they were struck down as they attempted to flee. It was a fresh poo-poo. It's like walking the dog on a cold morning and she leaves a steaming pile for me to pick up. Literally. Found me a few signs of activity. How about you? I found a poo-poos. Corpses of grazing animals, gouged by monstrous claws. Same here. The size and depth of the wounds are consistent with how Ixoxmajoon hunts. And just like back in Terrell, it's killing not just to eat, but also to mark its territory. Show anyone and everyone who's boss. There you are. Managed to sniff anything out? Oh my god. Yeah, yes, sir. Aside from a couple of dung hills, we got some dead wildlife. I reckon he's close. We came to the same conclusion. This predator makes no attempt to cover its track. You know that the devs had they're so pleased with themselves with this line. Clearly it survived so long by virtue of its immense proportions, and in spite of its diminished intelligence. You got it all wrong. It left those tracks on purpose, to see how we'd react. Are you saying the beast is testing us? That's absurd. That level of foresight and cunning required to even attempt to do so is far beyond these lesser beings. As for the corpses it left behind, those animals must not have been to its taste. I suggest using fresh cuts of prime livestock as bait. The bloodier, the better. Once the creature's been enticed, surrounding and subduing it is but a formality. Hate to break it to you, but Ixoxmajoon's way too clever to fall for that. You're gonna need every trick in the book, and then some. Rest assured, I've considered every eventuality, and even if there was merit to your advice, I will not let it be said that our success was the product of anyone's genius but mine. And mine alone! Oh my god, this guy! What difference does it make with who came up with what? A monetary difference. Innocent Stork offers better rewards based on performance. I like how the scary music plays when you hear this. Better rewards, but based on performance? No! No, that's horrible! I don't even think about trying to steal our thunder. We're the ones who will bring her Ixoc, whatever its name is. Not you. Listen, we're trained to fight large predators like these. If you got any sense, you'll let us take the lead. And we're gonna fight. Oh, we're gonna put our lives in the hands of complete strangers? I think not. There's no place in our strategy for you, so stand aside and await further instructions. Fine, have it your way. If you're half the hunters you think you are, Ixoc Smajoon's as good as dead, right? Come on, Zepla, let's leave him to it. Nothing good ever came from working with people you can't trust. Even I know that. Oh, man. Then it's decided. You two will wait at the southern end of the lower paths. Be ready to give chase in case the beast escapes us. Not that it will. Okay. That guy was... They're rude. They're so mean. So they're worried they won't get the performance bonus if they listen to us. This is the worst group project ever. The worst way to set up a group project. It's drama. Yes. Awful quiet, don't you think? It's quiet. You hear that? That must be one of the hunting party. It came from the north. Oh. Yeah, I heard it. Let's move. Let me rush to the rescue. On my... Corpicore. Don't worry, citizen. I'm here. Hello? Keep screaming. They're not screaming. I don't... where the f*** are they? Oh, okay, found. They're dead. He's bleeding out. Are you gonna help him? I know it hurts, but please tell us what happened. It was watching us. That fresh lamp should draw the target out of hiding, though if I lace it with the toxin I brought, success is practically guaranteed. Toxin? We were explicitly told not to kill the beast, in case you've forgotten. Of course not. It can be used as a sedative, highly potent, but only lethal if applied in excess. If you lack the stomach for it, I'll do it myself. Naturally, my personal contributions will be detailed in the final report to ensure credit is given where due. What the hells are you playing at? If it catches wind, the plan's ruined. Shouldn't we go after them? No, it'll only make things worse. If that bookworm wants to stick his neck out for a few gil more, I say let him. Hey!
Zepla Q-Lurk.
Monita Zero, thank you for the 36-month resub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. What? No! Ah! Rip. Cool! Gods have mercy. There it is. Stay calm. Nothing's changed. Except the bait. Oh! Now's our chance! The bait! They all got murdered? Is he the only one left? They were screaming! I ran, but I could still hear. You were right. It knew. It knew. Wait, but he ran. He got out, right? So what? Is he just exhausted from running? Keshkwa, Zepla by the 12, what happened to you? He's sleepy. The hunters became the hunted. This is so cheesy. This is cheesy, but... I shall see that their remains are recovered and the necessary rites performed. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to return to Quarry Mill and share these unfortunate tidings with innocent Stork. Can you still get the Chocobo Court? No. It ended today at 1 a.m. PDT, so the campaign is over. Though people might have codes that you can enter online somewhere, I'm not sure, but the campaign ended. I'd anticipated casualties, but it was a massacre. Ixoximajun's grown bolder. Before, it only hunted animals, lone travelers. Prey it knew it could handle with ease. Its past brushes with death taught it to be cautious. That's probably why it fled Tirala in the first place, too. But it just outwitted a group of armed hunters. Instead of running away from trouble, the beast went looking for it. This was sport. A game. It was having fun. And now that it's had a taste, it's only gonna want more. My poor judgment invited this tragedy. I must make amends. Please, allow me to assist you in pursuing the creature, even without a team of experts at my disposal. I believe my network of contacts will prove useful in gathering vital information. Leave the hunting to us. Understood. I place my faith in your abilities as Vipers. Appreciate it, ma'am. If you turn up any leads, be sure to let us know. I'd best return to the Adder's Nest and deliver my report. It's imperative we inform the populace of the threat posed by Ixoximajun. Might I ask that you use Quarry Mill as your temporary base of operations? Knowing where to find you will make it easier to coordinate our efforts. Suits me fine. Besides, I got plenty to do here. Like learn about this neck of the woods and the critters and whatnot. But while I have you, there's one thing I want to ask. How'd the twin adders get their name? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because we're Viper. I beg your pardon? What does that have to do with Ixoximajun? It's our Viper lore. Nothing really. It's just that us Vipers based our fighting arts on snakes, so they're near and dear to our hearts. Might even say we got a reverence for them. Is that so? I suppose we also feel a kinship towards snakes. The name Twin Adders comes from the pair of white snakes on the Gridanian standard, though that imagery predates the city-state's founding. There's more I could tell you, though I fear other matters must take precedence. This is about Gelmora lore. With a history as long as that, we'd be here talking till the Pakas come home. I'd love to hear more about it, but I understand it'll have to wait. Wow, that's a non-answer. I'd best get to learning what I can about Ixoxmajun. While I see to that, maybe you ought to squeeze in some more training? Snack. You should read your Encyclopedia Eorzea, yes. Okay. I have a bad feeling when I woke up this morning, and sure enough, Ixoxmajun is struck again. Goliath and Innocent Stork are trying to narrow down where it'll appear next based on the reports, but so far, they've come up empty. Here, Goliath is over at Falgord
Thank you,
Flood,
Optimus Prime.
talking to witnesses. Let's go see what he's learned. Baby Bear, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's good to see you, Bonker Schnaps, by the way. FF14 does have mini Vieras. They're Loporits. Would you play a Loporit if they had playable Loporits? You should be able to have a Loporit retainer. Don't you think? I think that would make complete sense. You should be able to have a Loporit retainer. Thank you for coming. I expect Keshqua has shared some of the details. Like, maybe don't let the gear... If it's difficult to show gear because it's not, like, rigged for that, just... I don't care. It doesn't need to show gear at all. You can just, like, give them the gear and have it not be reflecting that, visually. I don't know. I would like to be able to... like, have... pick what kind of Loporit you want, because they have, different colors. There's the gray and white one from the quests. That would be neat. Thank you for coming. I expect Keshqua has shared some of the details, but it's even worse than we thought. Ixoxmajun grows increasingly bold with deadly consequences. For a blessing, the people here remain calm, though we must act quickly to avoid widespread panic. The Adders have called upon anyone with information to share and asked what they gather here. As we requested that any detail be reported no matter how small, we find ourselves somewhat inundated. I'm certain, however, that among the accounts are clues vital to locating our quarry. We can help with that. All we gotta do is ask folks around here what they've seen, right? Oh no! No! Oh yes, that would be most helpful. Perhaps you could start near the Aetheryte. No! No! Fuck! No! Oh! I'm like, oh, this is gonna be such a refreshing break from my story quest. I was passing through the North Shroud when I saw a frightful creature with immense red wings. It was a little too far away to see clearly, but it seemed to be battling a group of smaller beasts, which it promptly slaughtered before flying away. That's all stuff that we know it does. Too. This drives me nuts, man. This really drives me nuts. While passing through, I heard that some fiend was on a rampage over in the East Shroud. Wow, anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the 3 gift subs in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. You're amazing. Thank you. That means we are pretty close to our sub goal. Oh yeah. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I saw the people coming from that direction and the looks on their faces, I decided to stay put. Good thing I did too, or I might have died. Okay. Well, one villager. I saw it, flying over the central shroud. With each flap of its massive wings came a powerful wind, bearing the scent of blood, so noxious and suffocating. It was all I could do not to vomit where I stood. Wow, that's really graphic. Okay. Yeah, that was really a lot compared to other people. Everyone has a story to share, but nothing that seems to point to where Ixoxmajun might strike next. Northeast and Central Shroud, huh? The folks I asked said it was in the south. I tell you, must be trying to make the whole damn forest its territory. Hold on now. One of the guys I talked to was in East Shroud. Your witness heard the beast was on a rampage, but mine said he never saw Ixoxmajun, even though they should have been there at the same time. You might be onto something. I'm not saying this is the answer, but you never know where a trail will take you till you follow it. We ought to go chat up that fella again. Okay. Hey, River Hud, thanks for subbing! Appreciate it. Thank y'all. Zepla. Now that we have the expansion out for a bit, when is our spudtastic Zepla patat going to sprout up and make her adventurous return? That's actually a good point. I mean, maybe. Maybe. As I said before, I was traversing the East Shroud on an errand when I heard what sounded like the flapping of enormous wings. I'll consider it. A moment later, I saw a wounded animal charging through the brush. It was then I recalled the rumors of a monstrosity on the loose, realized I was in danger, and ran. So the critter was hurt, but still able to make an escape. But the only way it could have gotten away from Ixoxmajun is if the bastard chose to let it go. Meanwhile, our friend here was close enough to hear the wings flapping, yet lived to tell the tale. An adventure traveling alone would have been an easy pickings, so why did Ixoxmajun spare him? He was carrying something that no other adventurer had? All I had on me were some bottled potions and ethers. Ah, but there was one other thing. I carry a potpourri filled with Girabanian wildgrass, an Alamegan custom, in case you're unaware. Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, okay, so it doesn't like that. The potpourri is from Girabania, and that is what scared off the animal. Okay, that's useful information. Could you wait here a moment? Keshqua has asked me to verify a theory of his. Okay. It's exactly as you surmised. Most of those who'd seen Ixoxmajun and lived to tell the tale are Alamegan adventurers. I knew it. It's gotta be that fragrance. A lot of animals have a powerful sense of smell, so an Ixox majoon's no exception, which makes it that much more sensitive to odors that it doesn't care for. I reckon the beast can't stand the wild grass in those potpourris. It's a potent fragrance, a lot like another kind of grass we got back in Tyrrell. Come to think of it, Ixox majoon never went anywhere near that grass was growing.
Thank you, Optimus
If
Prime.
one man's meat is another's poison, perhaps the same can be said for aromas. Exactly. And now we know that Ixox majoon can't stomach. We can use this information to drive it where we want it. It's machinations. Oh. Straub's Lion. Thanks for subbing. It would behoove me to share our discovery with Innocent Stork. Given the information and context at her disposal, I dare say she'll help us find a way to utilize the fragrance to its maximum potential. I dare say you're right. In the meantime, we'll head over to Girabania and pick some wild grass. Whew, it stopped. Oh, it stopped. Oh, we're free! We're free early! We must do anything in our power to avert further tragedy. We gotta stop machinations to play this sad song, because we're going to talk about this the sad thing. Many of the adventurers gathered here are so terrified of encountering Ixox majoon that they're considering abandoning the profession entirely. Several are yet fledglings. If they had to contend with a foe far beyond their reckoning, they'd die before gaining enough experience to even be considered adventurers. The thought of their bright futures being snatched away like that is almost more than I can bear. This is the very reason I joined the Twin Adders, to prevent such senseless deaths. Therefore, I humbly request your cooperation in slaying the dread Ixox majoon. No need. I had every intention of putting the bastard in the dirt. Nodders. Nodders. To the matter at hand, then. A few moments ago, one of the adventurers mentioned that the wild grass we see grows abundantly at Pike Falls. Once you've collected enough, let's rendezvous at Quarry Mill. I must warn you, though, that Girabania is home to some particularly vicious wildlife. Be on your guard. Search for the grass. Was there combat in the last quest? I don't think so. This is the level 85 one, and we just did the 83 one before this. And I don't think there was combat in the last one either. Yeah, there wasn't. But maybe the grass will fight me. Wow, this zone is cool, isn't it? Wow. You forget how amazing this zone is. It's beautiful. It's vast place. Yes, it's forcing me to touch grass. The grass did not fight back, to my dismay. Unfortunately, the grass is just getting picked. Normally. Got it. Oh! What? Just kidding! Oh, shit! Oh, yeah! I got 2 seconds. 2 seconds is better than 0 seconds. Maybe there will be more. That ought to do it. As much as I'd love to stick around and study the wildlife, we better get back to Quarry Mill. Let's go back. That might be the whole quest. That actually might be it. You've done well to gather so much wild grass. As promised, I've called upon Innocent Stork to advise us on our next steps. I place an order with an alchemist acquaintance for custom-made diffuser pouches, which may employ to spread the aroma over a wide area while prolonging its potency. We will issue these pouches to Twin Adder units tasked with driving the beast into an isolated location of our choosing. Away from civilians and an ideal spot for the final showdown. That's good thinking. Indeed, once the pouches have been produced, the beast is as good as ours. If I may, there's a further request I wish to make. Rather than slaying Ixox Majoon outright, would you instead be able to capture it alive? The better to understand its behavior, such knowledge will prove invaluable should predators of a similar nature trouble us in the future. That's a risk we can't afford to take, ma'am. Those hunters of yours tried baiting it with a carcass laced with sedatives, but Ixox Majoon saw right through their plan. It's demonstrated a degree of cunning to rival any man's. Even if we did capture it, it's only a matter of time before it escapes and kills again. There's only one way you can deal with a monstrosity like that. You slay it first chance you get. No half measures. No hesitation. Then we are left with no other choice. Pray forgive me for making such an ill-considered suggestion. I shall abandon all thoughts of capturing the beast and instead turn my attention to the procurement of the diffuser pouches. You will hear from me soon. That she makes the sussy face. But she made the sussy face. She made this... You know that she lied because she ought to know by now what we're up against. We know she can't be trusted because she did the smirk. I ain't the type to guess at folks' motivations. Wish she'd do us all a favor and put her cards on the table. The rich and powerful are rarely so obliging. You got that right, but since us salt of the earth are speaking our minds, there's a fear in you, but of what I can't tell. Gill for your thoughts. Never know, I might be able to help. Well, after talking with those adventurers, I can't help but feel a little scared of Ixox Majoon, that's all. Anyway, I should return to Gridania to make my report. He's scared. He's scared. Folks always saying one thing but meaning another. Just when I was starting to believe I'd gotten the hang of polite conversation. Ain't no forcing the issue, I know. If Goliath has something to say, he'll say it when he's good and ready. So now we gotta wait on those pouches? And who knows how long that'll be. I'll keep an eye on things here. Okay. Goliath sent word that the diffuser pouches are ready. Okay. Do we have text to chat disabled? Because we're doing MSQ side. Shouldn't be disabled. Well, actually, it might have been before. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. The pouches have been distributed among the Twin Adders, along with instructions on correct handling. You see, according to the alchemist who made them, the aroma of the wild grass dulls the senses. For the average person, this would do little more than soothe the nerves, but to a creature with a heightened sense of smell, the effect would be far more pronounced. As for where we will entrap Ixoxmajun, Innocent Stork has proposed a location in the Dravanian hinterlands that she believes is ideal. Now he's acting sussy too, isn't he? Am I wrong? The surrounding area is largely uninhabited. In Idleshire, the only settlement
100 profile maker says it's Zepla
nearby.
whenever you switch off a Viper to another job. Can this cause erectile dysfunction?
Oh my god. I thought that was Zeiss that said something like that. Zeiss is rubbing off on other people. Now, see, this is what happens, Zeiss, with your bunarchy. Since we start having the bunarchy spread. The surrounding area is largely uninhabited. In Idleshire, the only settlement nearby, is relatively simple to defend. We've already consulted with the Ishgardians, and they gave us their blessing to proceed. That's all well and good, but by the look on your face, you're not. I ain't gonna press, but I will suggest that once we get to Dravania, you best hang back and leave the fighting to us. You know full well I'm keeping things from you, yet still you show concern for my well-being. Why? Just my way, I suppose. The way I was trained as a Viper. It's our job to keep folks safe from creatures that go against the natural order. Doesn't matter who you are or whose side you're on. Politics, feuds, all that drama, ain't none of that our concern. I'll admit, I've got my doubts about you, but you're still someone I need to protect from Ixoxmajun. Simple as that. Based. There's something you need to know. Out in Western Carthus is... Well, as I thought, you've yet to depart from Quarrymill. What's keeping you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he paid off by this lady? Innocent. Stork says, Lieutenant Goliath, whatever is the matter? You look like someone just walked over your grave. It's a trap. I'm glad to find the two of you in better spirits, though, seeing as our friend is somewhat under the weather. Perhaps it's best that he stays behind with me in Idleshire. No objections here, but Goliath and I were having a heart-to-heart, if you don't mind. I do. We have a schedule to keep, and I must insist our dear Vipers get underway. This is... While you're en route to the Dravanian hinterlands, I would be happy to lend an ear to Goliath and his troubles. You needn't worry yourselves. It's of no import. I wish you both good hunting. What's a Viper? It's the new job. Talk about shit timing. We are the Vipers. This is the Viper job quests. For better or for worse, we'll find out what he was holding back soon enough. Anyway, we've got a Tyrell Vidral to slay. Into the Viper pit. We go out the east side. Bing, 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 bing. Allison's so cool now. I know. No sign of Ixox Majoon, which gives us time to pick a good spot for an ambush. Wow, look at the field here now. It looks so nice. Isn't it more fluffier? I think so. While this location offers a commanding view of the area, it does not offer enough space to fight your... Man, what is their deal with 0 out of 3 sparklies, man? Like... The cramped conditions offer only a limited field of vision, and combat would doubtless prove difficult. Another pointless sparkly. 2 pointless sparklies. Wama? Although the view is obstructed by the wall, you should be able to remain concealed easily. I found something you ain't gonna believe. You smell that? It's gotta be one of Innocent Stork's diffuser pouches. Somebody must have hidden it nearby. With a bag of wild grass stinking up the place, there's no way Ixox Majoon was ever gonna show. Goliath and Innocent Stork sent us on a wild alpaca chase. So where's our Tyrol Vidral if it ain't here? Damned if I know. I don't know. Agreed. It's no coincidence she showed up just as Goliath was about to spill his beans. What was it? Western cursed ass something or... Cursed ass? It's Kurthus. Wait, cursed ass... Sorry. Kurthus is the place. So if that ain't a name that conjures all kinds of unfortunate imagery, I don't know what is. With any luck, that clue will lead us to Innocent Stork. Okay. So, this quest that we just did was to go to Dravania, click on 3 things pointlessly, realize you're in the wrong place, and then come to Kurthus instead. We really need to look at the quest design. I really do feel like the logistics of the quests need a look. Really. This like it was absolutely pointless for us to be there when we could have had that discussion before we left. But no sign of our tricksters or Ixox Majoon. We best keep searching. All right, now the quest starts. There they are. They already captured it. I thought we said that they couldn't do it, but they did it. They did a good job. So, our job is done. Well, isn't the esteemed Vipers, with all their supposed skill and intellect, asserted that capturing the great Ixox Majoon was not impossible, or perhaps you were simply afraid? As you can see, I proved equal to the task. All it took was a little ingenuity. She did! She did it! Yeah. I understand Ixoxmajune's cunning and cruelty better than anyone. There's no way you got it in that cage without... Wait, where's your bodyguard? No way! You yourself observed how attempting to lure Ixoxmajune with obvious bait ended in failure, but a beast is still a beast. A predator that is compelled to hunt. Casualties are inevitable. An imprudent strategy must account for them. An exceptional one, however, would leverage this element to its advantage. As mine did. You ordered him to put sedatives in his pocket and face Ixoxmajune alone. It was over before it began. His screams still ring in my ears. Wow. You fed Ixoxmajune the sedatives and your bodyguard along with him. You're telling me he willingly offered himself up? Enthusiastically even. All to ensure his plague-stricken family received treatment, the duration of which would be determined by his performance. He all but leapt into the beast's maw. No way! As I'm sure Goliath would agree, there's no limit to what we can accomplish when given the appropriate incentive. Oh my god, dude. She really? He did it for his family. This is so f***ed up. This is beyond why go to such despicable lengths to capture Ixoxmajune? Oh please, everyone's getting what they wanted, so let's not quibble over the details. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll even answer your question, rudely asked though it was. Everyone has their own unique proclivities, and I'm no exception. I have awoken to the thrill of bringing rare and ferocious beasts under my power. But that only whets my appetite for the true pleasure when I unleash my pets upon worthy opponents to enact scenes of glorious carnage. She's a cartoon villain. I've met my share of monsters, but none of them compare to you. A monster and a fool. That there's a Tyrrell Vidral. The moment you open that cage, it's gonna rip you to shreds. Indeed it would, if it were so inclined. But if Ixoxmajune is as intelligent and bloodthirsty as you say, it will soon learn that I can provide a constant supply of worthy prey. In return, it will accept me as its master. I mean... It's awake? What? I grow tired of this place. One of my lesser pets should be more than adequate to dispose of you. After all, I'm loath to release Ixoxmajune while it remains subdued. And though I may not be watching, do try to put on a good show regardless. Why didn't it show my fist? It should show my fist so that I know I'm mad. We get to fight something else, though. Oh, yeah! Let's fight. I did it. I fought. Where's Keck W? There he is. Thanks, I owe you. Gods damn it. I can't believe anyone would be so stupid enough to try taming a Tyrrell Vidral. Never mind Ixox Majun itself. But we know somebody can't, because remember in Baja? Didn't that guy do it? But what really sticks in my craw is that Goliath has been... Maybe, was that the same kind of animal? Or was it a little different? I thought it was the same. Goliath has been dancing to Innocent Stork's tune. There I was thinking he needed our help. He seemed afraid of her like before. You're right. There's more to this than meets the eye. Anyway, no point freezing our asses off here. Let's get back to Quarry Mill. Okay. That was so crazy. She fed her friend, well not her friend, but her employee to the animal. And he did it willingly because she promised that his family would be safe. Oh my god. One thing I know for certain is that Ixox Majun ain't gonna play the obedient pet for long. Innocent Stork's gonna find that out the hard way. But I reckon that that'll be after she gets the urge to indulge her twisted appetites. I'll do what I can to suss out where she got to before then. And then there's Goliath. The twin adders need to know what he's been up to. Yeah. Level 90's the last one, right? Since the last time we spoke, the twin adders have been looking for Goliath, but they ain't found hide nor hair of him. Meanwhile, there have been plenty of Ixox Majun sightings. Seems Innocent Stork's eager to put her new pet to work. I expect that's why Goliath's commanding officer asked for our help. Let's head to the Adder's Nest and hear what he has to say. Like, look, the quest before that one, the 685 one, was kind of a filler where you had to pick up the grass. It was filler. But the last one was pretty damn good. It was interesting. Yes, we have a comic book villain, but... What? Oh my god. Okay. You're acting like they never done filler quests. No, I'm not. Whenever I did Picto quests, there was filler in it too. But it ended really good. I'm just gonna point it out if I see it. It's fine if it ends good. Last one was pretty good. Fuzzy little shit. It's good to finally meet you both. Meet you both? I'm a commander in here. I'm a lieutenant, I think. I'm the highest rank you can get. What do you mean? You should be saying Lieutenant Zepla Moon. Meet you both. This is some bullshit. Goliath spoke highly of you and your contributions to our hunt. Should meet you, one guy. Speaking of which, you got information for us, right? Yeah, do you forget who I am? We've received multiple eyewitness reports of a creature surpassing even the most elite marks. It dispatches its victims swiftly before flying away. At Innocent Stork's direction, I'll wager. She's setting Ixox Majoon loose to kill for her own amusement. Hey, I thought you said that this thing couldn't be captured and that also it couldn't be tamed like she clearly did? Those slain were mostly roaming adventurers, but the circumstances of each attack suggest an escalation. The beast is striking in broad daylight and closer to more populated settlements. The risk of a massacre grows greater by the day. There's another matter I wish to discuss, which may shed some light on the situation. We've received a letter from Goliath. Yeah, no, the highest rank that you can get right now with the Grand Company is not the highest rank that exists. There's still other ranks that are not unlockable even at this point in the game. So I think Lieutenant might be the highest. It's weird. I don't know if it's Captain or Lieutenant, but it's not the highest one. Though details are sparse, he wishes to resign from the Twin Adders. The detail also includes a message for the two of you. Do you recall our discussion in Southern Thanalan, though my aspirations were beyond me? I pray that you succeed in fulfilling your own. I remember Goliath. You wanted to prevent those with bright futures from dying before their time. That's why you joined the Twin Adders. Wait, we had that talk in the Shroud, not Thanalan. And he mentions our aspirations, which is to protect people from rampaging beasts. Don't you see? He's telling us that Ixox Majoon's gonna appear in Southern Thanalan. What? I mean, that's a stretch, but okay. It's a coded message, apparently. A hidden message, albeit not a particularly well hidden. Why would you assume it's a coded message and not that he just forgot where you had the conversation? If Innocent Stork read this, she would have surely divined his intent. I can only surmise that she knew and allowed the letter to be sent regardless. What better way to lure you into a confrontation with Ixox Majoon than by taking advantage of Goliath's sincere plea for help? Yes, true. We need to let him stretch, otherwise I'm going to be having to click on 3 sparklies. Yeah. Trap or not, a confrontation suits me fine. If it's a show she wants, then we're happy to oblige. Otherwise, we'll be in Shroud clicking on 3 sparklies, and then he'll say, what if it was a coded message? As for the wearer, she doubtless wishes to avoid attracting the attention of the Immortal Flames and the Amalja. This is a Goli desert, like as not. I'll send word to Ul'dah, but in the meantime, I wish you every success. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Okay, you said Captain is the highest for us available. Oh, okay, so it is Captain now. That's what I am. They should say Captain Zepla then. That's how they need to refer to me. General is the highest goal for any FF14 player. You're gonna click on 3 sparklies anyway. No way, I don't believe you. We're done clicking on sparklies. This is the final quest, so this is gonna be the big one. And we're not gonna have to click on any more sparklies. And we already did it. Yeah, this is gonna be the big epic fight, I think. Another carcass. This was Ixox Majoon's work. Didn't expect the trail to be this easy to pick up, but perhaps I should have. All that's left now is to walk straight into the trap. No viper worth their salt ever shied away from danger, am I right? See, yeah, it's a battle part. Oh yeah, this is it. No more filler. You like the melee roll quest? Well, I'll be doing it. ASAP. I need to do it for Mentor crown back. And I need to level Paladin for Mentor as well. I wish this was voiced. Such grace, such power, magnificence itself given form, worthy of awe. Alas, these mediocre distractions are a poor canvas for your art. It's over, innocent stork. He dead. On the contrary, the main attraction is just beginning. Goliath, what have you done to him? After his childish trick with the coded letter, I decided to let Ixoxmajun punish him, an appetizer, if you will. All the money and the privilege in the world, and this is how you choose to use it. Killing for the sake of killing. You're no better than a Tyrell Vidral, a monster that deserves to die. I don't know, look. She is, but the fact that the Tyrell Vidral can be tamed by someone who's never met one before makes me feel like maybe we don't have to kill them. Like, can we have a... Is there no other way? And it's not like it's a flattering comparison, though you seem to be forgetting the literal monster that stands before you. We need a Tyrell Vidral sanctuary. We don't need to be killing these guys. Ixoxmaju, I brought you fresh prey. ... Oh, I haven't forgotten about you. A coward through and through, I knew. But one I thought had some pride. Guess I was wrong. It's time. Ixoxmajun is ours. Wow, I just cut my face in half with my own outfit. You wouldn't believe how many times my character nods on her right shoulder and not the left one. Okay, here we go. This is the fight. This is the big battle. Oh, I don't have... Oh god, it's level 90, Viper. I don't have all my... Ah! It's not level 100, though. Of course not. There's no positionals on it. Swooping frenzy. Nothing's wrong with him. Don't tell me. What's the problem? Oh, but I just started reawakening! Is this all you're capable of? Are you not satisfied with the prey I've provided? You'll have all that you want and more, but only if you obey. Kill them! Kill them now, I demand it. This ain't the Ixox Majun I know, and I reckon Innocent Stork is the reason why. I can smell the wild grass on her. A less potent mixture than the one we doled out before. Just enough to keep Ixox Majun at arm's length. Oh, because she has wild grass, so he can't fight her. But even that's too much for the Vidral senses. That's why it's addled and can't think straight. Oh, it's drugged. Okay. Even so, she's made a fool's bet. Ixox Majun's only tolerated Innocent Stork and her shenanigans to sate its own bloodlust. Two apex predators can't make nice forever. He's alive! I'm not done with you yet. He's alive! Goliath, you stubborn worm. What? Oh, yeeted. Oh! What of the group? Maybe now I can concentrate on the fight. What? All right, Zepla. Give it everything you got. Now it's gonna be hard. Now it's the hard part. Okay. Swooping Frenzy. Okay, Firestorm Cycle is a point blade, and then the donut. Who knows what this means? Well, I'm stuck. I can't. He stopped it. He interrupted. You can't interrupt on it. The wings accumulate ether before the beast strikes. When it spreads its wings, get ready for a huge attack. Okay. Got it? Go for the wings. I can't attack the wings. Okay, now I can't. left wing. It's like that dungeon in Heaven's Word, where you have to kill the wings of the dragon first. The area. That was not hard. At all. But it's level 90 Viper quest, so I guess it was super easy. She really got yeeted right off that cliff. O restless beast, may you find peace in death. As the serpent sheds its skin, relinquish this husk, that you may rise again to greet a new dawn. Innocent Stork genuinely believed that she could bend such a creature to her will. That arrogance cost her her life. She never understood what she was dealing with, or afforded it proper respect. She took her superiority for granted, but the power she wielded to flaunt the laws of men was powerless against the natural order. Elias, Zepla, thank you for everything. It was a damn sight harder than I reckoned it'd be, but I finally avenged my brother in arms and fulfilled my duty. I can once again hold my head high. This hunt is finished. Time for you to get punished. Yeah, for real. Ixox Majun might be dead, but we've still got a loose end or two to tie up. You haven't told us yet why you led us on a merry chase for innocent Stork. May as well come clean now. Well, when I was a young child, my merchant parents were slain by a wild creature on their travels. I meant what I said at Fallgord when I told you I swore to save others from a similar fate. That's why I joined the Twin Adders. Commendable motivation. And then I met innocent Stork, who explained with great enthusiasm that she shared my desire to protect others by bringing these beasts to you. I thought I'd found a kindred spirit, but I later realized she'd fed me nothing but lies. She used me to obtain information collected by the Twin Adders, all for the sake of identifying potential additions to her menagerie. I'd disclosed all manner of sensitive intelligence to her, believing it was in furtherance of her efforts to save lives. But by the time I learned of her true intentions, it was too late. Wow, you're a terrible soldier. Oh my god. This is the standard of people they're recruiting to the Twin Adders these days. My goodness. I confronted her, told her that I was going to inform my superiors. She smiled and laughed and said that she would unleash her fiends upon Gridania if I spoke a word, with some of her finest reserved specifically for my family. I'm guessing it was Innocent Stork's idea to have you join the investigation into Ixox Majun. It was. There's no excuse for what I did. Allowing myself to become her pawn has led to so much needless suffering. True. Nothing I can say or do will ever be enough to earn your forgiveness. Whatever punishment awaits me, I shall accept it gladly. Well, Zepla, what do you think? He should definitely not be for Keshqua to decide. He needs to report to his superior, Twin Adders, right? But he did resign. I think we need to head him over to Twin Adders. I am actually his superior officer, that's true. Okay, as a punishment, he needs to talk to 3 villagers in every zone. I was thinking the same thing. It's up to them to decide his punishment, not us. Quite right. This is so awkward as a Twin Adders captain. I'll request that my superior meet us at Quarry Mill, where I shall give a full account. They don't acknowledge that you're in Twin Adders at all in this entire quest. It's settled then. Maybe they will in the last part. Usually they do. Usually these quests, they will greet you as like captain, whatever, if it happens to be your grand company. Let him talk to 3 elementals. That's really good. Yes, have him talk to 3 elementals while Machinations plays. Blum, blum, blum. I think. Yeah. This spear is so cool. As a soldier of the Twin Adders, your actions are inexcusable. Once I've made my report, expulsion will be the least of your worries. There will likely be a trial. Where I come from, we don't take kindly to liars either. Our word is our bond, and the violation of that trust demands punishment. But I will say this, the lies he told were to protect the people of Gridania. Not only that, oh no. Oh no. Is what is about to happen what I think is about to... The actions he took contributed directly to the defeat and death of Ixox Majun. I won't say the end justifies the means, but it's not nothing. He's helping you out, dude. What a pro. Duly noted, though I trust you understand that this consideration may not change the outcome. Yes, sir. Ain't my place to tell you folks how to handle your business. I'm just a simple man who crossed the salt to kill of a draw. But if Goliath isn't stuck in a cell for the foreseeable future, I got something he can help me with. You see, now that my business here is concluded, it's high time I made my way home. Trouble is, passage back is more than I can presently afford. I'm gonna need to put in some work, and I reckon Goliath would help me find clients in needs of a Viper's skills. Man, he is coming in clutch for you right now, my dude. I'm a simple man who knows better than to tell us how to handle our business. You've struck upon an intriguing solution. Well, I've spent a fair bit of time in the company of a silver-tongued someone. What? Me? Goliath. Your conduct cannot easily be forgiven. Even so, it must be acknowledged that you played a vital role in the slaying of Ixox Majun. Swear to never again stray from the path of righteousness, and no charges will be brought against you. What? Moreover, I will accept your voluntary resignation, as you did previously request. You know what? I think this guy, he just doesn't want to deal with the paperwork. At all. This is gonna be a shitload, like a trial and all this paper. Hey, just promise you won't ever do it again, okay? Yeah. With this arrangement, you may yet pursue your dream of defending the innocent from nature's most deadly threats. He's like, it's 5 o'clock. This is 4:30 p.m. Friday energy. From nature's most deadly threats. In your capacity as Keshqua's assistant, what say you? He's like, I want to go home early today.
Sorry, score and says, hey Zepla, your coverage of the MSQ and Dawn Trail in its whole has been really great. I was going to skip this expansion, but your energy towards it, even while not having the best time, has been infectious. D thanks, Polly Pocket.
That's very funny. Zais, I'm so glad that you've enjoyed the MSQ journey. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more because I went through it with y'all. There were many times where I was so glad I was streaming it because we ended up having an amazing time and just laughing and having fun. Even if I thought some of the quests were silly, we enjoyed it, and that's kind of what matters the most in the end. Actually, as you ask, you have my word. Though I will bear the shame of my misdeeds as long as I live, I shall endeavor to redeem myself through service to the people. You can start by finding me some beasties to slay. That's all that really matters in the end, that's true. Well, seems like I'll be sticking around at Eorzea a while longer. In the meantime, you're sure to find clients of your own. I reckon this continent's more than big enough for the both of us. Wherever there are folks in need of a Viper, that's where we'll be. Oh my gosh, my character is hyped. I mean, it was decent. It was all right. It was above average. I liked it. There was some wild twists in it that I could have never foreseen.